the future is for GM crops and for animals?
The GM crops one again is easier for me to answer. I think, we are faced with an environment that's going to be changing considerably because of climate change, global warming, and this is going to be happening over timescales which are sort of unprecedented, short timescales. So we have to have, exploit every opportunity that we can to generate the crop plants that are going to be adapted under rapidly changing conditions. So I think the future for crop plants is that they will be in part genetically modified, but that's not to say in the case of crop plants that the genes that will be used in the genetic modification are unnatural, because I think that because there is a vast wealth of genes which are adaptive out there in wild species of plants, it'll be those genes that will be sought and transferred by genetic modification, rather than the process of creating completely new genes. I've lost that now. Did you ask about animals as well? All right, okay. Are we still all right then? You'll be able to cut this bit out.
Yeah, we can.
Future of genetically modified animals. My guess is that it is already happening. To my impression is that it's some way behind genetic modification of crops, but I guess again where you have a need to introduce genes which will remove allergens from milk, for instance, that seems to be a good example of where genetic modification is valuable and therefore will be more greatly exploited in the future. I would certainly hope that the future doesn't point towards genetically modified pets of one sort or another, cats that can glow in the dark and all this sort of stuff, because frankly that just doesn't seem to be particularly appropriate. So I hope that's not the future.
Thank you very much for taking the time to do this interview.